Hi guys, and welcome back to another Rambling with Dakr video. So it's ridiculously hot in my room. It's actually pretty hot outside in general. This is mainly going to just be a Q&A vid. I'm going to probably just do a Q&A vid every so often. I don't really have too much to talk about extra. For you guys that want like the updates on the tutorials, Antonov will be next week. There'll be a promo today. Again, I'm recording this on a Thursday. It's just the best day for me to do it. So we've got the Antonov. I've started to record the Cutty Sark as well, because that was the second most voted. I'm probably about halfway through. I'm almost at the sale stage. Sale stage is going to be just a nightmare on that one. But yeah, I'm pretty much halfway through. Obviously, we had yesterday the Chinese ship instead, because I already had it pre-recorded. I could have got the Antonov out for yesterday, but I kind of want to roll on to this, the other stuff, hopefully. Otherwise, it'd be weird if I did like one that wasn't voted at all, if that makes sense. If I went Antonov, the Chinese junk, and then the, what was it, K-Sark, whatever I said. But yeah, this is just going to be Q&A, this video, so if you guys aren't really too into that, then don't worry about it. T-shirt for this week, though. I think I'm going to do like this weird T-shirt of the week thing. Also, I've got too much facial hair at the minute. I should shave. But this is, actually I'll show you guys. There you go. Game of Clones. I don't know if that's backwards as well. It looks backwards to me, but Game of Clones. It's a Darth Vader in, and I think, oh, that's quite cool. Yeah, my girlfriend got me that. It's pretty awesome. So, yes, very good. So, thank you to her. Anyway, let's just get on to the talking today. I'm going to try to talk more about stuff. I'm not going to try to speed for it. I'll just do this in like in 20 minutes-ish. It might be longer, you know. You'll be able to see how long the video is. I've already been talking about it for 2 minutes. And because it's so damn hot and I've got the fan in, hopefully the fan isn't too noisy. I try and filter it out, but yeah, there you go. Good old professional vids. Oren Sullivan, sick vid. Thanks, dude. And I was first. No, don't do first comments. They're useless. First comments don't mean anything. They don't even help you. People are like, oh yeah, but by commenting first on your video, it's gonna raise the level of it. I'm pretty sure Google, a big company that's very clever, who owns YouTube, has just made all of those just useless. I'd much prefer you guys even just wait a couple minutes, watch as much of your video, and then go, really like this, could you do this, or maybe you should do this instead. Constructive like comments are so much better. Posting first means nothing. It absolutely means nothing. Also, Johannes Forsen, also blue shell with wings can come out with you. Yeah, that's cool. Mario Kart reference, that's pretty good. But yeah, I'd much rather you guys either don't comment or comment something that helps. Either something you want to see on the channel and see around, as long as it's within reason. If you say, I want you to start doing full-on, I don't know, Game Boy vids, I'd be a little bit like, that's not really my channel. But yeah, yeah, just try to keep your comments, like, especially on this video, try to keep them, like, if you can, question-based, or stuff you want to know, that really help, or stuff you want to see, because these ones, like, obviously I'm reading them, you know, you can see that I'm doing it. I still read all my comments, but yeah, first videos, I absolutely hate them. Alright, Adrian Lynch, love your tutorials and Let's Builds, and congrats on 50 subs. Thanks, dude, that's really, really nice. It's always nice to be congratulated, but I wouldn't be here without you guys, you know that. I'm still just an idiot that just makes videos. That's it. It's just that somehow people have started to follow this idiot. That's how I feel about it anyway, you know. Oh, so yeah, I should do a tutorial where I show how to build ships. Oh, it's really, really difficult. I think I spoke about this one last week a little bit, but I'll speak about it again because it's been asked again. The way that I build ships, especially sailing ones, actually no, both of them. To be honest, both of them. I'll build it once in like a rough kind of broken up state with and stuff, and then I build it again usually because I'm not happy with it. But if you guys are interested in that stuff, Mr. Beastie 127. If you just type in Mr. Beastie 127, he actually does that sailing wise anyway, and you'll kind of be able to use that for modern. What I would say for modern is, instead of building, it's really difficult to explain, isn't it? Usually if you do sideways of a ship, right? Sideways, you got like the big bulk thing and then it goes kind of up like that if it's a canoe. Right? you then build like the basic line underneath, then you join 3D across, so you like rotate it, and then you're doing the bits going like that, and you build like these holes and then you fill it in. With a modern ship, I actually start with the top. I know, it's really weird, but I start with the top because then you get the length of the ship, because that's the longest bit from the longest bit to the shortest bit, and then if it has a raised top bar, I then raise that bit up, and then they fill in the gaps and try to get the shape right, and then I do the bottom bit just as a line, and then I start to do the ribbing parts. I might do that at some point. It's really difficult to do though. Research and stuff, and scaling. Yeah, scaling, so that's where I get the scaling part in. That's where I get the exact dimensions. I do basically a cross shape. Can I do it here? Yeah, so I'll do like length. I'll literally just make a long line of like, say if it's 127 meters long, I'll do 127 blocks, and then in the middle I'll do like a line, and I'll keep on doing that randomly just to see where it is and try and figure it out from there. But I might do. It's just very difficult to put together. But Mr. Beastie 127 already has the sailing parts of it done, with all the different types of ships. I even learn off him. You know, he's brilliant. Right, Dark Knight. Would you ever think of doing a build competition on your server? Yeah, I did do on my old server. We were going to on this server, the new one, that's gonna stay up. It is gonna stay up. It's just there. But as soon as I did post that one, we got griefed. Somebody hacked in, griefed the shit out of it. So basically, somebody from a server didn't like that for some reason, because they also had a competition at the same time, even though it was a modern competition. So it was a dick move. Yes, I think so at some point. I'm pretty sure we will. I know that there's going to be the build team stuff, but I would like to do like giveaways that, like, especially around Christmas time, because that's when YouTube earns the most money. So that's when I want to give away as much, like, some of it, because I don't need all of it then. The YouTube money currently mainly goes towards the server, so that's what I use it for. I don't really use it for anything else. I get a little bit more than the server cost, which is in terms of dollars, what was it, $130? It's about $130. It's about £80 in UK. It's no, it's not. It's £90 because with VAT and stuff. Yes, £90 in UK. I think it's $130 a month. So I use that to pay for it, and I get a little bit more as well. In Christmas, it's almost double. So I'm going to try and do some like competition type stuff, or some giveaways. And the people that follow me on Facebook already know I do giveaways for games. I give away Steam keys every so often, which I'm going to do on Friday, which is tomorrow for me. So I remember that because I've already got a key ready. Snowblaze, who of course comments on like everything, has been like supporting me for ages. Do you have any plans to try out some futuristic and concept warship tutorial warships? Warship ships. You don't say warship ships, but I know what you mean. Seeing as if you've done futuristic vehicles, and he's got a couple of suggestions. I actually had a look at this one, the F229 Zulfikar class. I think it was the Pakistan Navy or something. Yeah, sure. You know, I've done like the Independence, the USS Independence. Gonna do the USS Freedom at some point. I'm just trying not to be too US heavy, even though it's really difficult because you've got so many ships. US dudes. And he also has a suggestion for my tutorials. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, answer to the first one. Yes, at some point. I think I don't know which ones I prefer. Like the World War II era ones. I say World War II because that's kind of like fits in the battleshipy type stuff, rather than the very modern, which is very aircraft carrier, destroyer focused. I'm sure at some point I'm going to get around to it. I haven't actually checked out the helicopter yet, the Harbin Z9 helicopter, but I'll check it out at some point. Also, he has a suggestion for my tutorials. While you're doing easy layers, like, for example, the next three sections are 357. Could I announce them together? I guess I could. The only thing that I'm worried about is, and the reason I say it on pretty much each layer is, or each time when I go like 3, and I'll go, and then a 5, and then a 7, is because I want people to make sure they get it. I know that the people that are, for example, from other countries that don't speak English very well, but can understand it, I kind of want to make it clear. I might try that. I might try it out and see what people think, and like a smaller one. I'll do like a small tutorial at some point. I'm sure I've got loads planned. Okay, MC Fatals, will you ever bring back Dacus City or some huge modern city build? Lioness, the Lioness project, which is going on my server, that's my new one. That's the one that's got all the little Let's Builds part of it. So that was like Let's Build a House. I've got Let's Build a House 2. I've got Let's Build a 50s diner. Let's build a bowling alley. Let's build a postal warehouse. Let's build an airport. We're on that. Basically, what I'm going to try to do is show you guys an example. So I won't do too many. For example, let's build a bowling alley. I'll probably only do one of those, but I might have like 10 bowling alleys in the city, you know. So I'm going to try and show those, but then I'll do like a tour of another bowling alley and how it's improved. So then you guys get the thought process on like 10 videos or something that you can watch, and then you'll just get these like update videos for like Tory videos. Not Tory as in like in conservative, no, touring videos. So yeah, it won't. Well, it will in a way. I'm planning on doing some time lapses like in Dacus City. You know, I used to do the time lapses. I am planning on doing some stuff like that. I haven't got around to it yet. I think I want to get the base part of it done first. So yeah, there is. Smelly Alien. Hey man, love your vids. Keep up the great work. All your builds are just amazingly awesomeness. Thanks, dude. Always awesome. People are better. There's other people that are out there that are better than me easily, but I'm not too bothered about it. But I just like building. It's fun. I'm sure you guys do. Kai Wills, when will you do the Queen Elizabeth class aircraft carrier? You had it built a while ago. No tutorial. I don't know how many hundreds of times I've honestly commented about this hundreds of times. I think I've even mentioned it in one of these Ramble videos. I'm going to rebuild it from scratch. At some point, I'm not happy with the shape. It was an old one. That's why on that video, there's a big annotation, which you probably got turned off, that says, no, I'm not going to do a tutorial on this one. I'm going to rebuild it. Also, if you check the description, it says, no, I'm not going to do a tutorial on this. I'm going to rebuild it. So, no, not a minute. I will rebuild it at some point. I don't know when. I spent so long on it, and then I looked at it a couple months ago, and I went, no. My style's changed so much. I've learned so much from doing bits of it, so I'm not happy with it. I don't want to spend, you know, like 30 hours, for example, doing a tutorial on something that I think looks shit. That's the honest bit of it. It would just waste time. It wouldn't look good. I kind of want it, if I'm going to spend, and Queen Elizabeth is big, if I'm going to spend the amount of time that I spent, for example, on the H-44, I want it to look fucking fantastic. I want it to look awesome. I want it to be like the best I can do. If I'm going to spend, you know, a month recording, which I did on the H-44, I want it to look amazing. Simple. You know, you don't want to spend that much time on it and know that it looks like shit, or I think it looks like shit. So that's why. Hopefully that explains it. And hopefully, if I get it asked again, I'm just going to ban that person. No, I'm not. I'm just not going to answer it, because I think I've answered it pretty clearly in this. Rambo Lambo Bear, who comments a lot as well, so thanks for subscribing. I know you've been a subscriber for a while as well. I do see your comments pop up every so often. And also your name's like really like obvious, and also your logo, not logo, your little picture-y thing. So yeah, I always recognise your comments. Can't wait for the new Star Wars stuff. Cool. I've already started looking at bits and pieces for that. Also, do you think you'll play any other new stuff? Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 3, I'm going to be all over that game. I'm probably just going to, like, my channel will just have no content or something stupid. Hopefully they're going to allow us to upload. LucasArts before didn't allow us really to upload Star Wars. I don't know if you guys knew that. Now that Star Wars is over and been bought by Disney, who also take down all the Disney stuff, I'm really hoping that they allow us to put gameplay footage up on the internet. I'm going to be playing the shit out of that. Battlefront 2, I have, like, I don't know how many hours. Probably just tons, like, over 100 hours at least on it. Because when I used to play it on the PS2, and then I got it for PC as well, because I got it on Steam. Actually, no, I bought it 4 times, I think. I bought it on PS2, played the shit out of it on that. I bought it on PC once, just by a disc, not before Steam. And then I scratched up the disc, so then I bought it again, and then I lost it when I went to uni, and now I've bought it on Steam, and it can't go away on Steam, so I've actually bought that game 4 times, so I'm going to be playing Battlefront 3. It looks pretty good. I haven't seen the Space Combat yet. I need to find that, but from the trailer, it did look really good. I'm just hoping that it actually plays like that. Aviation Candy. That's an interesting name. Can I build a 228 super tank? Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. I might fit that in when I'm going to redo builds. Like, I think Blaze did. Was it Blaze last week? Did Blaze say that am I going to redo stuff? Yeah, I think I'm going to just redo it in, like, the big patch of, like, tons. Like, just grab a load of tanks and then redo those, do the modern... I might grab it in that as well. And I think that'll be the perfect place, if I don't do it, to comment as well, say, can you do the T-28 tank destroyer? But I did have a look at it. It's huge. Big ass Russian-y thing. Right, now I need to drink again. So this is Jedi Salamander Gaming. Okay, that's an interesting name as well. Can you do a tutorial for the main ship of the Force Unleashed games? I don't know. I actually haven't played it. I've got Force Unleashed. I think I've got Force Unleashed 1 and 2. Is there 1 and 2? I'm sure there is, yeah. I've got them both. I haven't played them yet, so I have no idea. I haven't even seen it. Please do more Halo builds. Yeah, I think I will at some point. Definitely. I will do some. Then I got... This comment really annoyed me. And it annoyed some other people. I saw this. Bob Dagai. If you keep doing this shit, I'm going to unsub. Don't watch vids you don't like. I was hoping to... this is why I left it on here without doing it. I know a lot of people like, don't miss you by... Why don't you just... Yeah, this guy here, Mining Cam. Perfect. Why don't you just watch his other vids then? Honestly, this is what I do on YouTube. I look on YouTube, I look at my subscriptions, the videos in there, and I go, I don't really want to watch that one. I don't want to watch that one. That one I want to watch. I love watching that one. Pick and choose. We're in the world where instead of it being like a channel, like on TV, YouTube is a way where you get to choose what you want to watch. So if you don't like this video, for example, don't watch it. You don't have to watch it. That's why I do a lot of content. That's why I try to do a lot of varied content, so that you guys are all happy. You know, you guys that you get to see what you want instead of not, because there's no point. So if you want to unsub, that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, I do these for fun. I do this for fun to answer your comments. This guy doesn't like that. That's fine. You know, so. MC Builder, I speak German. Cool. MC Builder also says, please can you build old battleships again? Yeah, I got some coming up, but I'm going to clear that list. As I said in the... No. Was it 2 weeks ago? As I said in the 2 weeks ago video, going to do the vote thing, clear through those. The next battleship I will have will be the... I haven't got any built, have I? No, I haven't got any built. The next battleship I'll have will be the HMS Vanguard, the big one. If you type in HMS Vanguard battleship, you will see it. That will be the next one. When, I don't know. So it will be after. I'm going to try and... I'm building it in my own time, so just went around. I got 3 minutes. I'm going to have to try and get through them. I'm going to still miss comments, even doing like a 20-minute comment thing. Oh yeah. I'll kind of a vid sound great. Lol about the name. Gaming name is Corp225. I'm just going to call you Corp225. It's a lot easier. But yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, there you go. I've even just spoken to council. Yeah, I think last time what I did is, again, I like answered comments. So after I finished this video, I then just replied to people's comments that I missed. SD Spark, could you redo your Stargate stuff? Yeah, I need to. It's too small. It didn't work out on real scale, not in Minecraft. So I think I need to. The F303s, the Def Gliders, I think they look like crap. Teltac didn't look too bad on that scale, but it didn't feel like a Teltac. And people are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, it didn't feel like a Teltac, so I think I need to redo that as well. I'd like to. But yes, at some point I think I'm going to. The Y259, I think I've already asked this one time, but do you think you can make a Yamato-class battleship? Japanese one. Jag Thunder already has one. I'm planning on building one at some point. That's all I can really say about that. I don't know when, but maybe. Purple Man. Hey man, can you build a bullet train? Probably. Jag Thunder again and Zarias have both done loads of trains as well. I haven't even touched on trains. I've built a couple, but I haven't tutorialed them yet. And, oh, this was really funny. I'm glad I got to this one. Look, I'm getting messaged. Look, this is my notifications. I've now got one. That's actually, for this time, isn't too bad. Devin Little, there isn't a 797. Lol. Thank God. Jesus Christ, that's going to save me. So that means I've only got... Wait. No, I've recorded the 777. So that's really weird. I've half built the 787, so that means I've got the 717 and 727 to build properly. So then I'm getting there to the Airbus ones. So Erebos, if you have time, you should build the American Air Force C5 Galaxy. I did that 2 years ago. Seriously, search. There's a little search button on videos. It really helps. Otherwise, you guys will miss it. Honestly, it's so easy. And yes, it was done without metadata. Even if there's metadata in it, I'll show you switchouts. Right. Matthew Salter. What type of place do I work at? In an IT department. It's fun. Really good office. Like, really good laugh. So, just like helping people and doing like weird admin-y background shit. It's just kind of full, like fun and stuff. Opanes Ericsson? Opanes? I'm not really too sure how to say your name, sorry. Would you consider building the Reed October submarine? I'm guessing you mean Red October. Jag Thunder has got a Typhoon-class submarine. His second one, he actually did it twice. His second one is really good and really accurate. Probably at some point, but in the meantime, Jag Thunder 1, Typhoon class. That's basically what it is. And now I'm getting to the 20 minutes. I'm just going to keep on. How much more have I got of this? Shit, you guys are commenting lots. You bastards. Right, anyway, Ryan Brown. Thanks, Dak. Akagi's my favourite carrier. Yeah, I do want to do one of them. I'm going to do one of the Japanese ones, I think. They just look a little bit different, and they're World War II as well, so it's kind of different. I know people want me to do the Enterprise from World War II. The CVE-6. Don't know. I'll leave the American ones for Jag. Do it, Jag. Anyway, so Architect Films, glad you're still doing this. Thanks, man. Architect, again, it's another person that I recognise. I recognise a lot of you guys. Ryan Brown I recognise as well from comments. So, but yeah, thanks for the constant support and commenting and things. Okay, Reese Freeman. Hey, Dakr. No, that's not my name. Get my name right first. I've watched Yo Vids for a long time. And if you can, the HMS Belfast. Yeah, I've had that one on my list for ages. I've been meaning to do it. It's, again, one that I just haven't got around to doing. I do want to do it, and there's a lot of pictures on it. I don't know why I haven't yet. I think there is one on YouTube, actually. That was why. Because I usually research stuff before doing it because I want to do unique stuff. I like a challenge, and I don't. Whenever you see somebody else that's done it, you always copy little bits of it, even if you don't mean to, just because you've seen it or you think you've copied bits. I don't know. That's what I do, and then you end up changing them, and that makes it look like shit. And I like to do it from just pictures and stuff. But I always look around anyway, just see what else is out there. Oh god, I can't even say it. Palap Games, which mine Hugo. Let's just call you mine Hugo. Which time of day is the stream? So that's on Mondays. Mondays around 7 p.m. GMT. That's the UK time. So you guys in the UK, in Europe will have it around roughly there. But yeah, I'm trying to stream lots. We did some modern last time. Xander Gaskill, can you do a doc for your sick rate ship of the line? Probably do one in one of the Let's builds when I get onto the human capital. Got human capital planned for the medieval stuff. There'll be a lot of docs there. It won't just be for like just that ship, but it'll be a general doc. Captain OTRRL, I requested a tutorial for JS. Yeah, I meaning to do that for ages. It's just I just never got around to it. It's one of those that I've never got around to. The Dutch Creeper, who's also on the server as Creeper. I think it's Creeper. Dutch Creeper. I know. As soon as I see your name on the server, I'll know who you are. Like I know what it is. Wonder if you watch videos like other modern builds like Corrales. Now this will be my end point. People won't like me for this. I don't really like Corrales because he doesn't build anymore. It's that simple. That's the reason I don't like Corrales. I know that he does all these tour videos, and I do tour videos. I know I do tour videos, but I also build. You know, that's what I like doing. But he seems to just talk about stuff. He doesn't even talk about the build that much. He just talks about random shit. So Corrales, I don't really like him. I liked him when he was building modern stuff, and when he was actively doing it, and when he was like pushing the a little bit further and making really interesting stuff. I really liked watching his videos then. Really did. I really loved it. But these days, I just don't feel I don't feel that he's building. He isn't building. Let's be honest. You know, he did like his house thing, and he just built an exterior, and then he just gave up. So I feel really sad about that. The other modern builders I watch, Jag Thunder I've been watching for ages. You know, I've been watching since I had 0 subs, when I wasn't doing anything. I've now passed him in subscribers, which is nuts. It's crazy. But Jag Thunder 1, I like watching his vids. I like watching his Build It Better vids. He's now turned them into Let's Builds, which is quite good as well. Because he's really, really good. Jag's really good, and I've like chatted to Jag quite a lot, and you know I do videos with Jag as well. But Jag's really, really good at analysing places. He's also got the military experience, so his military bases and naval shipyards, naval shipyards, and all that kind of stuff is really, really good because he's got that background of actually working on a ship. So I actually watch him a lot because he's got experience with that kind of stuff, and he's just brilliant at doing it. He does swear a lot, so you guys that don't like swearing won't like him at all. Who else do I watch? Zarius, obviously. You know, I've been watching Zarius for quite a while. I don't really watch the tutorials of Zarius. I know Zarius does loads of tutorials. I watch them when I need a new... If I build... Well, the weird thing is, I don't watch Zarius's tutorials when they come out. I watch them like a month later when I actually need a car. So it's really good for that, because he's just got so many different variations, and I just look through the latest ones and go, that'll fit, and then it's filled up. You know, my car parks be filled up really nicely. Other modern builders that I watch. I am subscribed to MC Builder 92 or something. MC Builder, MCBE. It goes by. But his content hasn't changed. He was really good in the beginning. He was brilliant at like his cities, and now he just seems to build the same city over and over again. He does slightly different things, but I don't feel that like he's advanced. I know that sounds really weird, but I just don't feel that it's gone anywhere. It just feels like he started a new city and then it just looked like the same city that he just built. But I do quite like it. I do watch some of his vids. I just don't. I like the overview vids. I don't like his like building along things because he just talks about shit and boring shit. I like interesting stuff. But yeah, I don't watch the rest of his vids. This is what I was saying about earlier. Pick and choose videos. Like Jack's videos, I don't watch his whatever the mod pack thing he was doing. Oh God, I should be able to remember this. Jesus Christ. I don't watch that, but I watched his Ark video because I'm really into Ark at the minute. I'm really into Ark at the minute. There's going to be some videos on that. Me and Nick have been playing that a bit, so I'm going to make some really fucking long videos on that. I'm going on 26 minutes now. Let's just do it to half an hour, won't we? That was like the longest answered question, wasn't it? So yeah, just wondered. Yeah, I do kind of, but I don't think there's enough pushing. I don't think enough people are really. Oh, builds. Oh Jesus Christ, builds and oh God. Sorry, I forgot about you guys. Builds, and also Smithers Boss as well. I watched those two guys. I actually got those guys from the theme park. Let's Build a Theme Park, and then that's what I decided to build. Let's Build a Zoo, because it was different. So I really like that. I really like that. They haven't done many videos on it lately, but I really liked that series because I think that's what I like out of modern. I don't like just watching houses, and I know I record houses as well. So I like watching the different stuff. That's why I've done like the 50s diner. That's why I'm going to do the bowling alley. You don't see people do Let's Builds on it, and it's really interesting, or at least I find it interesting. Because if you're basing it off real stuff, then it's good. But yeah, so I don't really like the houses, but I like watching weird stuff like Let's Build a cinema. If someone was doing a cinema build, I'd be like, cool. I know I've seen them before, but everybody does it different, and it's cool. So that's what I like. If people have other stuff that's like that. There's also a guy called Idon Power who's around my size. I don't like his videos at all. I'll be honest, they just look terrible. I don't like them, but he's actually around my size. I don't know how, but you know, fair enough. I know people are going to hate that as well, but that's just my opinion. You know. So if you guys actually know any good ones, just post them. Don't post the links because they get auto banned. That's just how YouTube works. It just auto bans them. But post like the names. If there's anyone quite interesting that's doing the stuff like the weird-ish stuff, you know, I'd like to see that totally. That'd be cool. Right, I've now got that was really long. So Dutch Creeper, you've made me speak for like 20 minutes or something stupid. Okay. Do you plan any APCs like the M113 or Heavy Cruiser? Sure, yeah. USS Northampton I had a look at. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a cruiser that I'm planning at some point. Yeah, I'm sure I will at some point. I'm going to have to do some sort of like big video. You can see how hot I'm getting now. This is because I've got my door closed, even though I've got a fan on. Okay. The Master Assassin 2206. I only have one question. How do you get your builds in so much detail? It must take you hours. It does. It's just, I think, I don't know how. You just do it. You just keep on tweaking until you think it looks. It depends. There's, oh God, this is really hard to explain. I'm going to need to drink more. Yeah, it's really, really difficult because there's realism, like what's real, you know, which would just be like different colours as a straight wall. You know, that'd be a realistic design, let's be honest, for a house. And then there's Minecraft realism, which you have to advance it a little bit. You have to create depth. You have to create detail on things. You will learn it. You will start to learn it. All it takes is just practice, and don't be afraid to mess around with ideas at all. Just go with what you guys think looks good, you know. And then if it doesn't look good, then don't be afraid to take it away. You know, don't be afraid to just, you know, delete it and then start again. It doesn't matter. That's what I do with my ships. I build it once and I go, I like bits of it, but I don't like all of it. So then what I'll do is I'll build another one almost exactly the same way, but I would have learned so much from doing it. So don't be afraid to, as Jag says, tear it down, build it better. Don't be afraid to experiment as well. Mess around with the style, even if it looks crap. At least you've probably learned something. You've gone like, well, it looks like crap, but at least this material mix that I did kind of looks alright. It looks a bit weird. It looks a bit like, I don't know what, just a weird style. So yeah, I think it's just practice messing around, not being afraid to have a look at it, get other people to look at it as well. If you've got friends that play Minecraft, if you're on my server, for example, you can do a review. You can put your build up for review, and you'll get advice on it that way. But yeah, just play around with it. Mason Vank, again, another person that I see all the time in my comments. So again, thanks. I think I'm going to try to I'm going to go through all the comments. I know it's going to be a long video, but I'm going to answer all these comments for you guys, and then I've got some recording with knives. Yeah, there you go. Just in case you guys wanted to know, I'm recording episode 4 of Let's Build a Little Nordic Campy Thing. It's not called that, obviously, but yeah, I've been subscribed since 20k. I can't believe how much better I've got my tutorials. That's good. I'm glad that they're actually getting better. What plain tutorials do I have planned? Okay, only big ones at the minute. Okay, so obviously we've got the Antonov 225 coming up next week. Planned ones, Boeing 777. I'll put that in somewhere. If I can't get the Cutty Sark all recorded, I'll put that one up. That'll be a nice one actually to put up. I didn't even think about that until now. So there we go, bullshitting that. Boeing 787, Boeing 717, Boeing 727, then the Airbus A something ranges, and then Antonov 228, Antonov 22, the smaller Antonov as well. I do want to go back through my jets and everything, all the jet fighters, and do that. I'd like to do that when I got onto like a modern airport, not a modern airport, a modern, what do you call it, base? Airbase, military airbase, whatever. Yeah, so that's it. But yeah, thanks for keep on commenting as well, Mason. It's really awesome. Jacob Gangnong, that's an interesting name as well. Is it possible to do a Viking Nordic style small village? Yeah, we already started doing that. It's really weird. You actually commented that, and last Thursday I uploaded that thing, which is today. A couple hours ago I uploaded a video, but I didn't because it's Sunday today, not Thursday, like when I'm recording it. Yes, I got that one. That's just gonna be a small camp, and Dwarven style. I've started to set out the area, but I've got so many Let's Builds on at the minute. It's crazy. And also Arabic. Yeah. Again, I've got an area for that. Just need to do it, but I've got so many Let's Builds. I've honestly got so many Let's Builds on. It's crazy. I don't know how I'm doing it in a minute. I'll be honest. Keep up the good work. Love your vids. And hope this gets on the next Rambling Minute. It does. It gets on at minute like 33 or 34. Yeah, there you go. Bet you didn't expect that. So again, he's also asked, Jason Gangnon's asked, I'm a music fan. What's my favourite kind of music? Yeah, I used to play in a band for ages, and then I kind of went into dubstep as well. I've done lots of music. I used to be a musician. That was like my main thing. Don't really play it too much. Play Spanish guitar now, piano and stuff, but don't really play the bass. I used to be a bassist. Used to play guitar as well, electronic guitar. What type of music am I into? Like metal, I guess, but progressive metal, Symphony X. If there's somebody out there that knows what Symphony X is, then awesome. Really random band. Dream Theater, you probably know of more. What else? Arion, nobody's going to know about that. Star One, nobody's going to know about that. Really weird music. So, really weird, like, progressive metal, which is a bit fancier. Okay, Ronald Lipost. I think that's right. Could you check out the Lenin, the first atomic icebreaker civilian vessel? I will check it out at some point, actually. I think I did search for it before. I think I vaguely remember looking at it. But, yeah, I might do it at some point. Please could you do a Fletcher class destroyer? Yes, I do. I'm planning on doing a Fletcher class destroyer. I'm not really too sure when, but it's on my like high pro. I've got like a list that of what I want to do. I do, and Fletcher keeps on coming up. So of what people want, so I put that on there. Boeing 777, hopefully in a couple of weeks. USS Constitution. Is that it? Not like USS Constitution, please, or anything. Right, please, come on. At some point I'll do it. I don't know when. Again, there's another one. It's like the Jackdaw. It's kind of on hold because it's I don't know why. It's just more easy. It's easier to do generic ships rather than specific ones with the sailing ones because they're such a bitch. California Kid. Hey Dak, love the vids and congrats on 50k. Cheers. Also, if it's not too much to ask, could you give me a shout-out link? My channel in the description in the next rumble. I don't do shout-outs, sorry dude, but it's the best you'll get. I don't really do shout-outs either. Not really. Not unless it's people that I've been working with or I've known for years. You know, I've known Knives for years. No, not years, but a year. Probably. I've known Zarius for maybe a year as well. And Nick Goss as well, Serena Capuchin, I've known him for about a year. So I don't do them. I don't do like links in the description or any of that shit because there's like 50,000 of you guys. That would just imagine if I did one, then I'll just get too many comments. So I just have no policy. A no policy. And then we've got Razor. I'm still going to call you Razor. I don't care if you called yourself Sticks MC. I'm going to call you Razor. I don't care if you called yourself Zarius as well in Minecraft. I will always call this guy Razor007 or 007. 007. Are you going to ever play Hunger Games and Quakecraft again? If so, where? And invite Mr. Lukey. I think so at some point. I think we've got to. I don't know when I'm going to do that though. I think we should do it as a stream or something. Maybe we'll all get together and do like a nice Hunger Games stuff because it's always fun. I don't know if I'll record it or not. Maybe. No, actually I won't stream it because that lags me out loads. I think we'll record it at some point. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? And also, P.S. Can you build the Santissima Trinidad? It's a bitch, that one. I've already had a look at it ages ago. Yeah. Could you make more stuff like HMS Victory, says Liam Shaw. Yeah, I'm sure I will at some point. As you know, the sailing ships are coming out. Had a schooner not too long ago. If you mean the bigger ones, the next one that I've got is obviously Cutty Sark, a couple of weeks. That's a trade one. That's a later period, but still in the same like tool ships category. I've got a brig built as well. Weirdly, I tried out this new technique. Well, I don't know if it's a new technique. I guess it kind of is. I looked at a hull, and I built that small one. I did schooner 2, and then I looked at that hull and I scaled it up, and I made a brig. About the same hull shape. It doesn't look the same at all. It actually turned out really well, because I did things differently. So I actually quite like doing that because I was like familiar with the shape and what it looked like from all the pictures that I got. Because it was a dude that had made a little like model out of matchsticks or something. No, it wasn't matchsticks. No, it was a model. It wasn't an actual model. It was a little wooden model. I'm thinking of something else that I was looking at. And then like I got all the pictures together and I built it like twice, but at different sizes, and it was really cool. I'm going to do that again. I'll probably do a bigger one after with the same pictures that I've got because I've got it on my computer. And grab it from that and do the same bigger as well, like a... I don't know what it is. I don't know what... It's just a normal ship shape. Potato Gaming, I don't understand the plot, server idea. I think that no one can judge that something is good. It's an opinion. Of course, you can just build ugly. That's contradicting yourself. That's like saying, nobody can tell you that you're building good, or nobody can judge that this thing looks good. But you can make shit builds. Like, okay, you contradict yourself. But I see many builds on your server that are just awesome, and they get no good feedback, just because it's not realistic. If you try to build realistic, it looks crap. It doesn't always. The reason we don't really... It's weird. When I do a plot review, I only focus on the negatives, because I think the positives speak for themselves. They really do. Like, people will go around and they'll look at things. I'm... It's probably me that he's talking about. I'm very purpose-driven on my medieval stuff. Very, very purpose-driven. So if something doesn't make sense, for example, a fire in a mine. You don't have an open fire in a mine. That would suck out all the oxygen, kill everybody in that mine. You've just killed everyone. What's the purpose of that? You've just killed everyone. That fire would be out as well. It'd run out of oxygen. No. So, use a lamp instead. Simple. So that's why I do it on realism, because I think I like it when it's real, but also fantasy. It's real and fantasy, and you can make it fantasy real, as in it would make sense. It would make sense for, you don't want to do it. For example, like an elf lives in a tree and he has to fly on a dragon every day to get to his tree house. That's just fucking stupid. Make a ladder going up. Jesus. I mean, imagine that. It's like, oh, I need to go and get some food for my farm. I'm going to have to call my Griffin. Come on, Griffin. Shit, he's somewhere else. You know, do you know what I mean? So, that's really weird. Like, I can't really, I'm almost on 40 minutes now. Alright, the Master Assassin 2206. I think you commented earlier. What the hell? I know it's a big ass, but any chance of a tutorial on the Queen's Land's Revenge from Pirates of the Caribbean? Mentioned this in a previous ramble. You don't watch my rambles all the way. No, you don't. So you probably won't even get this one, will you? No, you won't. Already said about this. I've already started building it and stuff. I've just taken a break from it. I built a brig in between. It's just because I hate looking at pictures of the internet and Pirates of the Caribbean is annoying. I've got it on DVD. I bought it on DVD so I could look at it, and I never got around to it because I just watched the movie instead of pausing it and then building it meticulously, trying to find pictures and things. Dragon King 50 also recognised you a lot, dude. So thanks for being a subscriber for so long. Really like to see some airship tutorials. I did try. I tried to build like the Hindenburg, and it was horrible. It was really bad. So I tried, but I know what you mean. I'm sure I'll do some like steampunky stuff at some point. I'm not very good at the style. I'll be honest. I'm not very good, even at the modern stuff. Airships. I don't know why I can't do it, but I don't know why. It's really weird. I can build ships, but for some reason airships, I think I'm too stuck on my way. I don't know why. At some point, I'm sure I'll learn it though. Also, I'd love to see a Republic cruiser, starship from Star Wars, or any of the big ships. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, I think I said this last time, I'm pretty sure you've heard it as well from reading that comment. I will do like scaled down versions of them. So that's pretty much it. I'm really glad that I made it through this video. Hopefully that wasn't too long. I know it's just been a boring, just a question, like Q&A. Obviously I can't do this every time. But I didn't really have anything to speak about afterwards this time. So if you guys want just these Q&As, you know, it's cool, I guess. But I kind of want to chat about stuff for 20 minutes and I can just answer it in replying. Anyway, I got to go and record because Knives has been waiting for about 20 minutes and she's going to be angry. She's going to be angry, Knives. No, she won't. She'll be fine. Anyway, that's enough for this stupid ramble. Thanks very much for watching, guys. As you know, comment the stuff that you want answered. But please do watch these because it helps. It really does if I'm rambling on too much. Fuck it. Right, see you guys on the next one.